a need for alarm.
For Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, yeah. Move my Jared special out of the way. Oh. Pluck all the crumbs off my blouse or my sweater. I'm a mess. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. Hello and good afternoon, and thank you for being here. Congratulations again to AJ Calloway for what it's worth. For what it's worth, I'm the only one who believes in the show. Everybody in my team is like, well, who the hell is he to be getting a show with his name on it? The leader of the charge would be Art. But I said, why not? He said, would you watch? I said, well, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch. I'm not exactly into that type of sitcom. You know, I would imagine that this would be a sitcom that would be catered to like 12-year-olds, much like The Parkers, Eve, like that. You know what I mean? Like young. But if it happens to be on a night where there's nothing else on, yeah, I'll watch. Why not?
Not must-see TV, though.
It's not must-see TV. So they're saying that Mario Vasquez has hired the same attorney that Clay Aikens uses. And there's also an album that's surfaced featuring Mario Vasquez. And now there's a lot of speculation with the people over at American Idol and otherwise that he's decided to leave the show before producers found out that he's a liar. He's not an amateur. You know what I mean? He's a professional singer. And so he wanted to leave the show before he got kicked off the show. That makes sense. And why does he need an attorney? What all kind of trouble is he in? The guy's last name is Friedman. And Clay Aikens realized that by him losing to Ruben Studdard, it would have had Clay stuck in a management contract and kept him with a man named Fuller, the show's owner and, you know, in charge of it like that. So I'm just trying to figure why. I don't really care, actually, because I don't watch the show, but I know you do. But FYI, I say all that to say, Mario Vasquez has hired Clay Aikens' lawyer. So something's all a-brewing. And I guess the fallout will happen. As to whether or not we care by the time it does, who knows? So the Dukes of Hazzard, you know, starring Jessica Simpson. In the car, the car that will be featured in that movie is the 2006 Dodge Charger. And apparently 50 Cent has been the first person to test drive that 2006 Dodge Charger. He was doing a magazine interview. The car happened to have been there, I guess, on the next set, being photographed for the same magazine. And he begged, you know, could he please take it out? A muscle car for a muscle man. I wonder if the car juices up. Ooh. What? How dare you? What are you saying? Nothing? Okay, then. Fall back. Just my opinion. Whatever. You can put that where? Back there. John Ratzenberger was involved with a real whore, and this could happen to any one of you men. In my opinion. Does anybody know who John Ratzenberger is? Come on, the mailman. Cliffy. Yes. Cliffy Clavin. Yeah. Wasn't that his character? Cliff Clavin. I always use that as an example. Anyway. So this is what happened. He was married to 19 years to Georgia. They had 3 children together. John's 57. Somewhere towards the end of those 19 years, he lost his mind and started messing around with Katrina, a 39-year-old blonde with the "you're in the hood now, baby" lip job. John decides to not just jump off with Katrina, but go home and tell Georgia, this marriage is a wrap. I'm done. Like, he just done lost his damn mind. Then he turns around and they run off and they get engaged. Yeah, exactly. Just all too involved with the trick. They got engaged in July of 2004. They were supposed to get married this past January. And at Christmas time, he not only bought Katrina, the jump-off, the fiance, a fabulous mink coat, but showered her family with gifts as well. But right after the holidays, Katrina ran off to Hawaii and married a multimillionaire named Mark Frederick. Frederick is younger and wealthier. So now John don't have no Katrina, and Georgia, of course, is laughing with half all the way to the bank. They set the date. They were going to get married on January 5th. He went so far as to go and meet the ex-husband, because she was married before, her ex-husband, and say, it is my honor to be the best stepfather I can possibly be to, you all's son. In the meantime, he's also gone on and found somebody new. Oh. Yeah, he was at the Oscars with his new piece, Deborah Davis. Cliffy, you're wide open. Take it easy. I just thought you all would be interested in that because, it's often said here on the show that, jump-offs don't get wifed. But sometimes they do. Just like in Harlem Nights when the gangster left his wife for sunshine. Sunshine! Hey, Info, you working yet? just asking. Would you give her the drill? Info? Yeah. I've never been up on it like that.
Really? Yeah. Sorry.
Who knew? All right, let's continue on. By the way, they're saying that there's been a lot of allegations about Michael Jackson and his drug use and whatnot, and I just don't know which way to turn with the Michael Jackson trial. I mean, I believe what I believe. I'm sure you guys have an opinion at this particular point. I went home last night and I tried to watch some of the trial, and I was just bored out of my mind. But they're saying in this week's Inquirer, because I love the Inquirer. But Patricia Shipp was down with this article, and she's a sister who does her stories with the Fair Pen. Patricia Shipp and Alan Butterfield. I don't know about the other three that worked on this story, but they say that Michael is a drug addict. They're saying that he shoots himself in the leg with a syringe filled with Demerol. He prefers to shoot up versus taking the pills because it gets in his bloodstream faster and gives him a quicker high. They say when Jackson has appeared in court, he looks like he's been medicated. On March 10th, the 46-year-old pop star... Damn, you forget Michael's almost 50. Oh, he's not supposed to be going through this. He was supposed to have learned his lesson a long time ago. Was nearly jailed because he didn't show up to court. He showed up to court more than an hour late. He had his pajama bottoms on and his slippers. It sounds crazy to hear again. And the judge threatened to arrest him and revoke his $3 million bail if he didn't show up. Well, the bizarre scenes have been unfolding. They say there have been many times when Michael was so medicated when he has come to court that he can barely understand what's going on around him. His family.
Not right.
It's not right.
It's Michael.
That's Mike.
Oh, it is not right, Janet. If I was you, I'd be falling back too. Damn. The past few weeks have been some of the worst of Michael's life. He takes drugs before he...
Oh, no. Damn it.
Before he arrives to court just to get through the proceedings. That's like people who chief up before they get to their mother's house on Thanksgiving just to deal with their big mouth uncles and aunts. It's no different. How many times you've been sitting at the bottom of the driveway chiefing? Before you ring the doorbell because it's Thanksgiving, they're all going to be in the same house and you just can't take it. So you just want to be taken away like Calgon. He knows as each day passes, it gets closer to the verdict. They're also fearing that Michael might be getting ready to take his own life. So they're desperately trying to reach out to him before it's too late. Unfortunately, Michael is not responding. He's lost weight. He's fallen into a deep depression. He sits and stares outside the window when he's home. Michael's mother has now moved back into Neverland to babysit him, basically. And they say when they go to wake Michael up in the morning, they're just hoping this,
There's no kids in the bed.
No, come on. No, they're just hoping that they see some movement.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Michael's family and friends are really watching over him. He'll close himself off in his bedroom and refuse to let anyone in. And they're always holding his breath. And Catherine's there taking care of her 46-year-old son like he was a baby. Excuse me. What is his age for?
Why'd you have to say his age?
Dramatic effect.
Oh, yeah.
No, dramatic effect. You know, the show can never tell a story like everybody else tells it. Always going to tell it with my twist. That's why the experience. You've got to keep talking about his age and just to bring home, so yeah, exactly. Put everything in perspective. So in the meantime, for the past few months or so, 2 Gulfstream jets.
Where's this going? Oh, wait, where is this going? Hold on.
Okay. Well, over near Michael's house is where the Clearport is. That's, like Jay-Z says in Excuse Me, What's Your Name? I think that's a song, the Clearport.
Yeah.
Michael lives near the Clearport, right? So 2 Gulfstream jets have been bouncing around, they say, between one airport and another, two different Clearports. They say the 2 jets did not pick anyone up or drop anyone off. And they say these landing, departures, and arrivals and stuff all take place during the night under the cover of darkness. And the rumor at the Clearport is that the Gulfstreams might be chartered or loaned to Michael. Now, some of the workers are convinced that these flights could be part of some dry run, this up and down in the middle of the night, for a last-minute escape for Michael to flee the country. Yeah, see?
Ooh, I like that.
Because you just can't start up a plane and go.
Right.
It's not like your car sitting out on your driveway. Don't you want to test it out, man? Listen to this. Listen to Dr. Lieberman, Carol Lieberman. She's a Beverly Hills psychiatrist. From her mouth through my lips to you, she says, I think there is a good possibility that Michael will kill himself. Isn't that strong? Why are you going to say that? I mean, we might be thinking it, but it just sounds wrong to say. Don't accuse me of saying it, because I said it through Dr. Lieberman, but I'm like Gina DeMartin, pointing to my eyes and saying, you know what?
I don't think he's that crazy.
What?
Pajamas
and slippers to court.
Coming to court.
Everybody's eccentric, though.
All right.
You're eccentric in some ways, Wendy. Some people at certain levels are eccentric.
Have you ever seen me wear pajamas here?
No, but I've seen you do other eccentricities.
Why don't you pop that pimple under your right eye? Because it really looks nasty. I know it's painful. It's in the most painful place. Girls, Art has a pimple.
Oh my gosh.
Right where the concealer, like if you use concealer, it's in the concealer area. So you know how that skin is so sensitive. Lauren, you know what I'm talking about. That's her. She just can't move up on a mirror and stick it. Ooh, but it is the weekend. Ooh, yes, no better time to move up on a mirror and stick it, honey.
Back to Michael, please.
No, you mean back to Janet. I got something to tell you about Janet, too. And not about that stalking woman. I just wanted to review with her the stalking man. Just review with you. Plus a whole bunch of other stuff. Keep it here, everybody.
Wendy, man.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS. And, the Universal Circus is going to be in town. Get ready. It's rockin' Brooklyn over at Prospect Park. Ooh. The dates, April 6th through April 24th. And it's fun for you and the whole family. You know how it is. Now, tomorrow, from noon to 2, The Universal Circus box office is going to have a little party going on over there. WBLS is going to be out there also. The circus is going to come to, I guess tomorrow will be when they arrive and set up and stuff. So it's not the actual circus, but I guess we're kind of all welcoming, the clowns and the elephants and whatnot over there. And no better time to think about getting your tickets than now. The Universal Circus in Brooklyn from April 6th through April 24th. But tomorrow from noon to 2, there's a little special thing going on there at Prospect Park to welcome in the circus. So, A. Marie's at the Roxy on April 1st. It's a grown and sexy function. I'll be there. This is for national. Oh, and you know what I wanted to tell you about? The telephone number is correct for the Minority Business Report. We did our own research. So if you would like to call this telephone number, WBLS is encouraging you to support Black Pages. You know what that is? Well, for as little as $50, you can advertise your business in the Minority Report's business directory, Black Pages. This is going to be your direct link to thousands of minority-owned businesses. So I'm going to give you the telephone number, okay, to find out more information. And this is the correct number, 914-476-7557. Got it? Good. We're keeping you connected with the community. We're your radio station. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on now. Don't forget, Vaughn's in at 7 o'clock on 107.5 WBLS.
Hi, this is Vaughn Harper. Relax with me weeknights at our new time, 7 p.m. to midnight on The Quiet Storm, as I promise to give you a musical massage right here on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
Hello, it's the Wendy Williams Experience, everybody. Everybody, don't forget the Bodylicious Cruise is happening in November. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody who's listening is invited to come aboard. Right now, you get $100 off for your registration and the entire cruise package, which is going to be great. November 4th through November 7th, we're going to Paradise Island in the Bahamas. Oh, yeah. And the same stuff that was on the last cruise is going to be on this one. The seminars, the parties, the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience, starring Capone. Ken Black will be back in the mix. We'll see about getting SNS back on the boat because he did a great job last time. What's up, SNS? Oh, he's confirmed? He's confirmed. Great. So SNS is going to be wheeling it on at all of our parties, doing the music and stuff. Plus, the casinos on the boat are fantastic. The food is great. We learn new moves for our pleasure during exotic dance classes and whatnot, and people sell sex toys, and it's a grown and sexy cruise. It's the Bodylicious Cruise 2005. Everybody, I host it.
Without giving any of the names away, there will be performances from some of the artists appearing on the Wendy Williams Firestarter compilation.
Yes,
without saying no names.
Well, people don't know who's on it because it's not out yet. Right, because I haven't said. That'll be my album will be coming out in May. Shout out to everybody over at Virgin Records.
Fellas, come on, sign up now.
I thank you so much for believing in a sister's project. And a special shout out to Ron Gilliard. That's what's up, my dude. But the Bodylicious Cruise, so I'm going to give you a website and a telephone number. You can go to bodyliciouscruise.com, or you can go to stripformyman.com, or you can call 877-878-3262 to reserve your spot. November 4th through November 7th, we cruise aboard the fabulous Royal Caribbean. And like I told you, we're going to Paradise Island in the Bahamas. It's a quick getaway. It's grown and sexy fun. And we did have some fun last time around. Shout out to everybody who came, remember? Fun. All right, so it's 877-878-3262. Or go to stripformyman.com. A lot of fun. So did you guys read in the newspaper? Is it in your newspaper today? Did you read the guy with the mace, Madison Square Garden, Jay-Z and R. Kelly, Ty? His name was Tyran Smith. Is that really Peppa's baby's father? Yeah. Well, he's a fugitive from the law. He's on the run. And it's a little bit bigger at this point than him just being considered a fugitive from the law and on the run. I mean, he missed a court date that he was supposed to have in December, which is why he's considered a fugitive. But R. Kelly's lawyer, Ed Hayes, says to go on a run from a misdemeanor assault seems like he's trying to avoid being a witness in a civil case. The civil case that we're talking about is the civil case that R. Kelly is putting in full steam. They say the motives behind these new revelations could be personal. R. Kelly charges that Tay-Tay pepper sprayed him as he tried to come on stage at Madison Square Garden back in October. The result is a $75 million lawsuit levied by R. Kelly. When he was sprayed, R. Kelly said that a man flashed a gun from the crowd and he feared for his safety. Now, last month, Jay-Z countersued R. Kelly. Nobody in Jay-Z's camp has been available for comment. But what I'm understanding is that R. Kelly has now hired a private investigator to dig up all that he possibly can on Jay-Z and people in Jay-Z's camp. So it's about to get real ugly. See if your private investigator can find out whether Jay-Z in fact has a child or not. Because that's like the Janet Jackson child. Yes, no, maybe so. The Jay-Z child. Yes, no, maybe so. Kelly, get on it before they lock you up. Because we haven't forgotten. Boris and Nicole finally had their baby on Saturday. 8 pounds, 2 ounces. This is a baby girl. The baby's name is Sophie Tanaki Lee Cujo. They say Tanaki is Guyanese for firstborn. Okay. Are either one of them from Guyana? Yeah, okay. I could have sworn they were half German and half white. I mean, half black, both of them. I don't know. But anyway, I like them. Congratulations. Hey, Busta Rhymes is executive producing Raekwon's next CD. Yeah. Who knew? Wow. How'd that happen? Excuse me. Thank you. It's called Only Built for Cuban Links Part 2. And Busta's going to be the executive producer. Excuse me. Beanie Man. Okay. Just give me the Associated Press because I want to get this right. Give me the controversial rapper Beanie Man has canceled his forthcoming UK tour amid pressure from gay rights groups who oppose his homophobic lyrics. The Jamaican star was due to perform 5 gigs, but 4 have already been canceled. No reason has been given for the cancellations, but the British gay rights group Outrage has denied its responsibility, insisting that they were hoping for dialogue with Beanie Man and the reggae community about what they deem as being offensive lyrics. It's unbelievable that... Is this the same Beanie Man that came in, that comes in, friend to the show?
The knee-high Timberlands?
But the knee-high Timberlands and the sway in his walk? Offensive lyrics to gays. I mean, I know this already, but I'm just asking, I can't believe we're still dealing with this.
It's called denial.
Just turn down the music and hit any appropriate button that you see. Shout out to you, Beanie Man. Okay.
How you doing?
All right. Anything else?
Oh, yes, please.
Give him one final blast off. Hey, Beanie. How you doing? All right. Oh boy! Once they get to the bottom of that, then the case will be closed. But until then, the gay rights groups are really up in arms over his homophobic lyrics. Thou dost protest too much, one might say. Mm-hmm.
Wendy, man.
I just heard something about boy Game. Is there any truth to the rumor about him being on Changing Heart dating show or whatever?
Yeah, he said he was on it. He did what he did. You know, whatever. Okay.
The Wendy Williams Experience.